journey and a little bit about kind of my background. Also just want to side note say congrats to all of you guys for being adults. That's a huge first step for your business. So congrats to everyone because this is the biggest, like the first big milestone for you to build this business. So before I share my screen, let me get my notes. I'm always super awkward when I talk on video, and so just bear with me when I like stumble over my words. I really like to talk a lot too, so I'm going to try to keep this like in the time frame specified. So hi, you guys. My name is Taylor Perry. Please also don't worry about my dogs who are totally going to be going behind me like many times. I'm originally from the Buffalo, New York area. I have lived in the middle of nowhere, Colorado for the last like 7 years almost. Literally 50 miles to the nearest Walmart, just to give you like an idea of how I'm literally in the middle of nowhere. I live with my husband and my 2 dogs. We have been together for just over 9 years now, but married for about 3. And we have 2 dogs. Obviously, I just said that, and we live in like a little cabin in the mountains. So my journey with Beachbody started September of 2016. We got married 4th of July 2016, and I got our wedding photos back in August. I did not sign up with Beachbody to coach. Heck no way. That's not for me. Not about that life. I honestly just felt awful, terrible, uncomfortable my whole wedding day. I know that's like supposed to be the happiest day ever, best day of your life. It totally was, like, don't get me wrong, but I would literally have my husband Dave like pose his arm around me so that like he would hide like my love handles and stuff in my dress. I moved 2,000 miles away from all of my friends and family. So I hadn't even seen half of these people in years. I was really good at not sharing on social media anything like from here down because I had gained like 40 plus pounds from when basically the majority of my friends and family had seen me last. So like I just felt terrible. And after I got those photos back, I was like, what the heck? Like, I was so mad at myself. It was one thing, like, living in that day, but then getting the photos back, I was like, I need to do something. And so some girl that I went to high school with, probably some of your stories as well, posted something on Instagram about losing weight. And I don't know if any of you have been around this long, but Jesse, you might have been. That month they were doing like a health bet, a diet bet. So it was like if you joined and you logged your workouts and your shakes every day for like 30 days, you were entered to win a portion of like $2 million or something. I won $16. What up? But literally her post said like, if you want to earn money to lose weight, just like this post, you don't even have to message me and I'll message you. And I was like, this is literally the only way I'll ever work out. Like I hate fitness. I tried going for runs. I tried going to the gym. I was not a fitness person. And so I was like, this is the only way I will ever work out is if someone pays me to do it. So I was like, okay, sure. Of course, she had to message me like several times to get me to actually join because we know that most people, just because we're ready, they're not necessarily ready. But I was like, okay, I want to be fit for my birthday. My birthday is at the end of September. That was just like my goal. And I ended up seeing like awesome results with 21 Day Fix. That was back when you didn't even have Beachbody on demand. I literally bought 21 Day Fix and Shakeology for $140, just the DVDs. And I was like, okay, I have a 30-day money back guarantee. So like if I quit this, like I quit literally everything else, at least I can get my money back. I had no intention of coaching. I signed up as a discount coach because they said it basically made the most sense. And I was like, okay, I trust this girl. And I ended up feeling so awesome seeing the results from 21 Day Fix. Like I was more energized. I felt like I finally had people who were like in my corner and on my side that I could reach out to. And I just loved the community. And like I said, I live 2,000 miles away from my friends and family. And yes, you can always text your mom and your sisters and like reach out to your friends. But that is so much different than, you know, having all these strangers when you say like, oh, I lost 2 pounds, be like, yeah, get it, girl. Like you are crushing this. I'm so proud of you. Like, it's just a totally different experience. So at the time I had a full-time job. I was working in a bank 9 to 5, and I had an hour 7-minute commute one way to work. Like I said, mountain life. So I was busy. Like I was gone from my house 12 hours a day. I'm like, I loved the challenge groups, but coaching wasn't even on my radar. I want to see raise your hands if you signed up as a discount coach initially. Anyone? Monica, Pam, yes. Like most of us, right? Honestly, I think it's so important to know that just because someone signed up as just a discount coach, like those are where our rock stars are made. So just keep that as a side note. So I was like loving my mindset. I was loving the changes, but coaching never would have been on my radar until another coach in the group was like, hey, you're super inspirational. Like you should coach. And I was like, me? Like, are you sure you have the right person? And I was like, I'm not fit. Like, I'm not in perfect shape. I don't know anything about this. I can't do it. And she was like, I mean, you're already doing all the things. Like, you're sharing in the challenge group. You're sharing on your personal page. Like, you're basically coaching for free. And so I was like, okay, I'll try. My coach, right after I decided to actually coach, quit. She deleted all of her social media, didn't answer her text messages. Thankfully, I was able to transition to my now coach, Stephanie Mayalki, literally, thank God. And that was about 2 years ago exactly that I said, okay, I'll coach, but I was too afraid. I would literally just share some transformation photos on my page. I would, share bits and pieces here and there about this fitness sisterhood that I was a part of, but I was so scared. And I'm like kicking myself now. But how many of you guys feel like you're afraid to invite to the coaching opportunity, or you're afraid to invite people to this opportunity because you don't want to be that girl on social media? Anyone? Raise your hand. No? That's awesome. You guys are all so much farther ahead than I was at that point. So I hit Emerald fast. I signed up my husband because I was told that if I wanted to actually make this a business, that I needed to do that. And I'm so glad I did, because I might not have mentioned this yet. I am lifetime 2-star, currently paid 1-star, looking to get 2-star back ASAP. So my second CBC is under my husband, and I literally earn Team Cycle bonuses in his account for doing nothing in his account right now. So if you are newly Emerald, like so many of you are, I hope that if you plan on being in this business a year from now, which I hope all of you are, you should, it's amazing, that you have some sort of control center and some sort of controllable account. So I was super nervous to invite to this opportunity and sign up coaches. And it took me making a decision that I wanted to hit Diamond for me to do that. And for me, the only reason I wanted Diamond was for recognition. And I'm going to talk about all this. I'm going to share my screen after I'm kind of finished with this part here. The only reason I hit Diamond was because my team, team-wide, we were running a push to Diamond group, and it was $10, $20 to pay to get in. The only reason I did it was because I didn't want my coach to think that I was a slacker. So I was like, whatever, I'll pay it, and I'm not going to hit Diamond, but at least she'll know I tried. And then I was like, okay, wait, maybe I can do this. I'm Emerald. I signed up 2 people. It's only 12 people total. And when I decided I was going to, I signed up 6 coaches in 2 weeks. Corporate called me. Robbie Carter called me and left me this awesome voicemail that I still have to this day, because he was like, girl, what are you doing? This is amazing. You're exploding. I had my husband hit Emerald, and one of my best friends that is now still just a discount coach. They both hit Emerald. And I hit Diamond, I think 4 weeks from that point. It took me almost a year to hit 1-star, and then I hit 2-star in November of this last year. So let me share my screen and kind of get into what this call is actually about. Tell me if you can see it, and you can't see my notes. Hold on. Share. Okay. Tell me if you can see this, but you can't see my notes. Give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Okay. So you're Emerald, now what? That's exactly how I felt. Okay, what am I supposed to do next for this? How do you hit Diamond? How do you build a business? What's next? What do I do? How do I do this? Okay, so we're gonna go back to the basics real quick. And I want you guys I hope you're taking notes. If you're not, notes in your phone, something. I want you guys to ask yourself these 4 questions. Are you hitting Success Club every month? And even if you're a brand new coach, it's even more important to hit Success Club, because hello, free ticket to Summit. Are you hitting Success Club every month? Number 2, are you completing a program start to finish as it's intended? And I'm saying as it's intended because I've been doing this for like a little over 2 years. So I've totally done I'm going to do like core to force, but I'll only pick and choose like what workout I actually feel like doing. Like I'm not actually following the calendar. So like completing a program from start to finish, and I'm going to piggyback on that. Do you have 90 PV on HD so that you can actually qualify for Success Club when you help those 3 people get started? Number 3, are you doing your personal development? Guys, life changer. I was so anti-PD. Oh my gosh. I could kick myself for the decisions that I finally made that took me so long to make. Personal development for me still to this day is life-changing. And this is why this is so important. This is going to be what keeps you going when you get ghosted and people are ignoring your messages, and when you feel frustrated because you're not hitting, the goals that you have set for yourself, and when you just feel down, and when you feel burnt out, and when you feel stressed. Personal development is that missing link that's going to get you over that hump and out of that rut. And then number 4, are you shouting out other people's amazing transformations and their stories? Because maybe you are a brand new coach who just signed up and you haven't had this amazing physical transformation yet, or you haven't had this amazing financial transformation yet. You need to be sharing. You have this whole toolbox of your coach and her coaches and her sister coaches and her uplines coach. You can use all of these people's transformations and be like, okay, maybe you're just thinking out loud here. Maybe you're a mom and you have 2 young kids, and you haven't had a physical transformation yet, but another coach on your team has 2, 3, 4 kids, and they look amazing. And you want other moms to know this is an amazing way to feel more energized and, feel comfortable in your skin again, and just feel like you have another passion and purpose besides just being a mom. I'm not a mom, so kudos to all of you moms. You guys are all badasses. But you don't have to use your own transformation. Shout that other person out and share their story so that those people that you're looking to, help change their life can be like, oh, this is possible. And they're going to reach out to you because you're the one who shared that transformation. So you might notice that these 4 questions are like the vitals of our business, guys. And they're the vitals for a reason. And if you're anything like me, it is so easy to think that all these top coaches have this secret sauce. They are doing something that they're not telling us about, and they are, doing some secret thing that they won't tell the rest of the world, and that's why they're successful. That was 100% my mindset, and it is 100% false. I will actually share what I learned at NLC New Leadership Conference last month that blew my mind. And I have it written everywhere. There is no secret sauce. You are the secret sauce. I was mind freaking blown, because we all share and sell the same exact products and programs and supplements. We offer the exact same products as Amy Silverman and Ashley Molstad and Emily Fauver and, these coaches that you keep seeing on NWC every single month, and these top coaches in the network. We offer the same products and programs as them, but the difference is us. The difference is you. What do you have to bring to the table to be different and connect with your people? Because ultimately, they're not signing up to get Beachbody. They're signing up to get you, who is offering a solution and providing something to them that they need in their life. So, to continue, why Success Club? So, why is it so important? First of all, let me let you know something that, again, when I was new in this business, I was like, oh, wow. Success Club 5 is literally just covering your costs for this business. Because, of course, we all have, Shakeology every month, or the Performance Line, or Beach Bars, or something like that. And it's about $100, $115 monthly to get the amazing products that we freaking love. Success Club 5 is just barely covering that for us. So Success Club 5 should be a non-negotiable for you, so that you're not paying anything extra to be a coach. It's covering that stuff so that it's not an extra expense for you and your family. Success Club is also lives being changed, guys. It is about changing people's lives and serving them with this gift that you are so passionate about that can help someone feel the way you feel right now. Because you're here for a reason. You're on this call for a reason. And you know why you signed up. You know that this can help someone else feel so good in their skin and maybe earn some extra income to help them pay their bills or get a mani-pedi or get their hair done or a massage that they couldn't before. And you know what an amazing opportunity this is. So I am so passionate about this. I feel like it is your duty as a coach to pay that forward. And those lives change are direct representation of those Success Club numbers. You don't have to hit, Success Club 100, Success Club 50. Mine is anywhere from 10 to 20, typically on a monthly basis. And I work closely with those people and try to make amazing challenge groups for them so that they keep coming back and they want to invite their friends and family to do the same. And Success Club, again, I'm huge with recognition. I don't know if maybe I just didn't get enough attention when I was younger, but I freaking love recognition. Like when someone shouts me out for like a high Success Club month, or like when I hit diamond and 1 star, I'm like, yeah, that's me. I did that. I feel awesome. And Success Club is a business being built. Like, think about it. 3 people a month, times 12 months. I'm horrible at math, but somebody else can do it. That's a lot of lives being changed. And ultimately, if you're signing these people up as coaches and discount coaches, think about your downline after 12 months of just hitting Success Club 6 or 5. And I'm sorry, I'm seeing something in the chat box and I'm hoping I'm not ignoring anyone. Okay, good. Yes, I love recognition. It's like my jam. So I know that sounds great, Taylor, but I can't get anyone to sign up. No one has money. It's too expensive. It's super hard. I hate it. I don't know what to do. Let's get real for a second, okay, guys? Because life is going to happen. Life is going to happen to us. People are going to ghost you. People are going to return a challenge pack now and then. People are going to cancel. People are going to quit. People are going to ignore your messages. Again, we're going to go back to how I talked about how stinking important personal development is. Focus on what you can control. You need to control the controllable and be that coach that you want, like that dream team coach that you want that's hitting Success Club every month and is, being proof of the products and who's sharing about their transformation and who truly has a heart to share this with other people because they know how important it is to them. This means that you need to decide that you're going to hit Success Club and you don't stop until you do. And I know sometimes it sounds like a lot, but that's 3 people in 30 days. You guys are Emerald coaches. You know what Success Club is. Speaking of which, there have been 2 instances where I have once gone from Success Club 0 to Success Club 6 on the last day of the month, May 30th, 2017. And just in February, because just to be real about the fact that I struggle myself sometimes too, I was at Success Club 2 on February 28th. I had just been in a terrible mindset. Personal development got me out of it. I listened to You Are a Badass 3 times in a row, literally every single day for 2 weeks straight. And it was exactly what I needed. And I hit Success Club 12. 2 to 12, literally went to Success Club 10 in one day because I was like, I am done making excuses for myself. I am done acting like it's on other people for me to hit my business goals and my income goals. And that's a story for another day, but you understand what I'm saying. So what can you control? What are you in control of? You work out every single day, or if you're doing Lift 4 days a week. You drink your shakes and you're energized and you recover and your beach bars and whatever you have. You share it on social media. You post, I hope, on your Instagram stories. For some reason, I've seen people scared of Instagram stories lately. They are my jam. It is where I can be myself. It is where I can actually talk to people. I freaking love Instagram stories. Sometimes they're so long, but I live in my Insta stories. You publicly invite with call to action on your posts because I sure as heck hope if you're posting a Flex'em Friday that you're not just saying, hey, look at my muscles. You're like, hey, girl, I feel amazing. And, if you want to join us with our next 20-minute program, shoot me a message, shoot me a DM, fill out this link below, comment, blah, 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 blah. And you're building your work. You're adding to your circle. You're creating new genuine connections, and those are leading into new invites. And you're following up with those people from 2 to 3 weeks ago who maybe weren't ready, because I think it's also really important to know that just because you're ready doesn't mean they're ready. And just, don't overthink it. Hey, I know I reached out and I invited you and I totally understand life gets super crazy sometimes, but I just wanted you to know I haven't forgot about you. We have this new accountability group starting and I would love to see you be a part of our fitness sisterhood, blah, 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 something. Okay, so last slide I've got for you guys is why hit diamond? And this is, I'm actually asking you this. Like, that is up to you. I want you to write it down, put it on your sticky note, put it on your notes on your phone. Remind yourself literally every day, like, what is your vision? What does diamond mean to you? Because like I said, for me, it was simply recognition initially. I just wanted the recognition. I didn't intend on even really building this a business. I actually left my full-time bank job in January of this year to pursue coaching full-time, all because of that initial decision. So what does it mean for you? Do you know how amazing it's going to be for this team when you contribute to, your team being star, diamond, and elite, and you're like, heck yeah, I'm like one of those stars? Do you want to max out your paycheck with team cycle bonuses? Do you want to help, 2 people advance their business to Emerald and see those team cycle bonuses? Like, what does it mean for you? Because like this slide says, when you are deep rooted in your why, you're not going to give up when it gets tough. You know why you're doing this. And those people who are ghosting you, they don't bother you. The people who aren't ready yet, because I have found that most people will say no a couple times and they end up eventually realizing how amazing this like lifestyle change is. They don't bug you. You know that you're going to achieve your goals because you have decided that you're going to achieve your goals no matter what, and push for it, even if it's the last freaking day of the month. Just be deep rooted in whatever your why is. It's going to be different for everyone on this call, but when you are truly focused on that, like you are going to be capable of amazing things. So that's all I have for my presentation. I hope we have a couple minutes for questions if you guys have any. I hope that was helpful for you guys. Yeah, that's all I have for now.
You did awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. Okay, you guys do, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, wait. This is not right. Why can I? There we go. Okay, does anyone have questions for her that you want to ask? I'll start with one because I know a lot of girls on this call, it gets towards the end of the month, and when you are maybe at Success Club 0 or you are at Success Club 2, you don't do that last minute hustle. And you don't take that last 24 hours and know that if you want to grow a business and you want to be successful in this, that you can't wait till next month. You can't just say, I'm at 0 or I'm at 2 or there's no way I'm going to hit it, because that last 24 hours is going to make or break your business. The second you give in to saying, oh, well, I'm at Success Club 0, I didn't hit it, you won't hit it the following month. And then that starts to be the trend, is you stop hitting it because you let yourself 1 month believe that you couldn't hit it. And then you get so set on the fact that you're not going to be able to hit it. Like, it completely messes with your mindset. And you have to know that you're hitting it no matter what. So Taylor, I know you said you were at Success Club 2 and then went to Success Club 12. What did you do in that 24 hours to make that happen?
So it's funny that you asked me to speak on this call and that you're asking me this question, because I literally was just sharing in my team page and even on my Insta stories about this, because I truly believe that your mindset, like, we don't realize the power that our mindset has over ultimately our entire life. And so before, like, end of January to literally the last day of the month in February, I was just like stuck in this rut. Like, I left my full-time job in January, and I'm like, well, I'm not seeing the success that I want to see, and I just can't get people to sign up. And I got stuck into that negative loop. And this might sound kind of woo-woo for people, but this is my belief. I was putting out there that I wasn't good enough, that no one wanted to join me, that what I had to offer wasn't valuable. And I think that that's why no one was joining me, because I was putting out there that I wasn't worth it. And so, like I said, I listened to You Are a Badass, whatever your favorite personal development book is, and I hope you have one, because like I said, I am a huge proponent of that. That was the first PD book I ever read. And for whatever reason, I was like, wait, like, this is how life can be. So that was the one I went back to. I listened to it every single day for the whole last week and a half of February. Every single day without fail, when I was getting ready, when I was showering, when I was driving, when I was doing anything, I was listening to that PD book because it got me out of that negative suck. And I finally was like, okay, like I am capable of my goals. I am worthy of those dreams that I have. Like I have something valuable to offer people and I'm going to make this happen. And that was literally the 27th of February, and call it whatever you want to call it. But all of a sudden, all these people were like, hey, I'm actually like really interested in what it is that you want to do and, or that you have to offer. And I think I'm ready to finally get set up with you. Sorry about that. And like, literally I had 7 clients reached out to me, and like, yes, obviously 5 of them were challenge pack purchases, but like, hey, I need to get set back up with my Energize. Hey, I need another bag of shakes. And I was like, my mindset literally just dictated the last 24 hours of this month. I helped all these people because I got out of my negativity and out of my rut and realized that like, I am freaking capable. And I truly believe that that was the whole difference. Like my mindset changed, and yeah, that's like, it's still mind blowing to me right now.
No, mindset is honestly, that is the thing that makes or break you in this business. Like if you have the mindset that you want to do something, and I know we talk about Success Club all the time, but that's because that is literally the foundation of your business. Like if you don't hit Success Club, you don't help people, your business doesn't move forward, you don't make a difference in the world, your income doesn't go up, you don't get recognized. Like everything stems from helping people every single month. Like Success Club, those numbers, yes, those are numbers, but those are lives that are being changed. And those are people that are starting with the products that are going to get results, that are going to start feeling better, and that get to depend on you and get mentored by you and look up to you. So the whole process is coming from that board. And that board should be something that is non-negotiable. As an Emerald coach, when you guys want to grow, you have to be doing that and make it. Like I said, you have to fight till last second. This last month, there was a few of us that stayed up, and we literally were hustling. And I was at like Success Club 14 or 16 and went to Success Club 18 just in that last night of hustling. And I stayed up till midnight. Literally had a girl sign up at 11:58. Like I didn't think her order was even going to go through, but I could have thrown in the towel and been like, okay, last day of the month, I hit Success Club 10, I'm good, can go to bed. And I was like, I'm going to push because girls were up pushing. I was like, all right, do this. And that's what you got to do. You got to have that mindset of, you know what, I'm not going to just throw in the towel because this is my life. This is my dreams. And like Taylor said, get clear on your why, because at the end of the day, you're going to hit the numbers that you believe that are going with your why. If your why is something that's really important to you, and it's going to make you show up, and post it around your house so that you see it every single day and you know what you're working towards. What other questions do you guys have for Taylor? Does anyone else have questions?
I have a question. By the way, hey girl, thanks for doing this call. My question for you is, what does your invite process look like? Do you cold invite? Do you build relationships? I know every coach totally does it different. I personally, have great success with cold inviting, but I was just curious what works for you.
It's a good question because I kind of do a little bit of everything. I hadn't really ever seen a ton of success with cold invites. And I am one of those people that, I've been watching Top Coach. Everybody records their calls like this every night, and they upload them to their YouTube, and it's literally just free knowledge for me. So when I'm working, I'm literally listening to a top coach talk to their team about what's worked for them. And not too long ago, I watched a call with Haley Christian, who I freaking love. I don't know if you guys follow her, but she is just my person. And she was like, I would rather start 10 genuine conversations with people and form a connection with them and relate to them in some way and then invite them, then send 40 hey girl messages that 38 of them ignore me anyways. And I'm like, that is totally what I've been doing. I will send, all these invites based on people liking my posts. I think that's kind of a non-negotiable. You should do that anyways, because they're like, hey, I like your posts, but if I haven't talked to them yet, it is a cold invite. And I'm like, hey, I saw you liked my post about my transformation or whatever. totally appreciate the support. Are you just showing me some love? Or like, is this something you might want to do together? Do you have any fitness goals, stuff like that? But I found lately that like me actually going to accounts of people that I really like think I would vibe with, and like looking at their followers and looking at the people that they're following, and then like going into their Insta stories, because hopefully they're posting some. It's such an easy way to just slide into someone's DMs when their page is public, or like you're following them and they approved your follow, and they posted like their dogs, like, and them on a hike. Like, that's like my people. So I'm like, oh my gosh, where are you hiking? Like, that's so pretty. Like, I love your dogs, blah, 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 blah. And then I feel like it kind of naturally transitions into an invite from there, because I'm like, they're like, oh, like, I live here. Like, what do you do? Blah, 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 blah. And then I'm like, oh, like, we run this community for like these busy ladies who just want to get fit and healthy. Like, is that something that sounds like, you know, you might be interested in as well? So I don't know if that really answered your question. I kind of do a mixture of everything, but lately I've been focusing a lot more on like intentional relationship building, because that seems to be working better for me.
No, that totally answers my question. Thank you. Now, do you wait for them to follow you back and before you send them a message, or will you send them a message when they're not following you?
Kind of depends. Like, because sometimes I'll follow people and then I'll realize that maybe they're not necessarily my person. Like, they seem like they are, and then they'll post something on their Insta stories that's like, because this just happened recently, so this is an example, saying that inviting someone to a fitness community is cyberbullying is something that I just saw recently. So I was like, well, maybe she's not really my person, so like I'm not going to necessarily invite that girl. But basically everyone else, I find that if I'm engaging with their stuff, they typically will follow me back within the next few days. So like liking a couple of their posts, commenting on it, responding to their Instagram stories. Like, we kind of already have some sort of friendship connection, I guess. And, but I'll invite them regardless.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Of course. Thanks for the questions.
Of course.
Anybody else?
How many invites do you think you send a week?
Good question. Stephanie would be kicking me right now for not knowing the answer to that.
Honestly, I didn't track for so long. It took me forever. So.
Yeah. So I actually just recently started, like, I am the least organized person in the world. I am so scatterbrained. I'm terrible with tracking stuff, but I finally just found something that actually works. And we just have a Google sheet. Actually everyone's is on the same like sheet, so that you can like look at other people. I mean, so Steph, our upline can look at everybody's, but it's like color coded. And if I invite someone, it's this color. If they're interested, it's this color. If I send them pricing, it's this color. If they purchase, et cetera, et cetera. And so, I mean, some days I'll send like 40 invites / follow-ups. I don't really differentiate between the two. I'm not like, well, I sent 12 follow-ups and I sent 32 invites. But some days I'll send like 40, 50, and then some days I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm kind of burnt out on that. I'm only going to send like 5 or 10. So I'd say on a weekly basis, 150, probably. But I'm also not like shooting for super high Success Club numbers, which maybe I should be, but in my mindset, if I'm hitting Success Club 10 to Success Club 20 is kind of like my sweet spot. That's where I feel the most comfortable and not crazy overwhelmed. I can actually dedicate time to those 10 new people that I just signed up, especially if they're a coach, and like check in on them and, you know, make sure that they're following everything super well. And if I think the highest I ever hit was only like 22 or 24 last January. And I just will get overwhelmed if I have a ton of people. So, yeah, that's kind of where my invites come from is not wanting to overwhelm myself and just really spend time with those people and like nourishing those relationships, because I started as a discount coach who didn't want to work this business. So anyone who signs up is that, you know, they have the potential to fall in love with this and want to be coaches too. Oops, there's something in the chat box. Okay.
Did anyone else have questions? No? Everyone's good?
I'm sorry, I have one more question. Do you, did you say you use a tracker? I totally spaced out on that part.
Yes, it's just a Google sheet. So, like Google Docs and Google Sheets it's just free that you get from the website.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally just the person's name, what their goals might be. So like losing weight, toning up, blah, 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 whatever, what program you think is going to make the most sense for them, their Instagram handle or their Instagram handle, because obviously their name is their name on Facebook. Do they want to coach? Yes or no? And are they in our fitness influencer, like coaching info session group? So there's like 8, tabs up at the top, and then it's just names. And I color code them based on if they're just interested, but we haven't really got a chance to talk yet. If I sent them a link, if I sent them pricing and they ghosted me after that like opened my eyes to how many people I send pricing to and then they don't answer me. It's like a sea of purple. That's what color that is in there. If they purchased and they're in the challenge group, and then I have, if I've invited them to coaching, even if we haven't like really connected on anything yet, because I have like my dream team coaches that I've invited, that I just really want to do this, even if they're like, nah, it's not really my thing. I'm like, they're dream teamers, man. They're hot pink. I need to know who I've asked and what they said. And then I just add kind of notes off to the side, like waiting for tax return, wants to start, but is in finishing up school or blah, 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 whatever. So it's so simple. Like I can't take anything that's crazy.
Any other questions?
I have a question. I don't know if you can see me.
I can.
You said that all the people that were purple like opened your eyes to when you say the pricing they ghost you. Do you find that you like use a different tactic from there? Because I get ghosted all the time when I send pricing.
Honestly, it just made me realize that either A, I need to address their pain points a little bit more and find out more about what it is about this community or a fitness program or coaching or whatever that could actually help that specific person. And then it's also just following up. So I actually was on a Q&A today with Aisha Fitzgerald. She's like a top amazing coach. And she laid it out really well. So I'm glad you asked that question. She was like, I love getting ghosted because it gives me an opportunity to like follow up with that person, to give them the benefit of the doubt and just be like, hey, like I understand life is busy. I wanted you to know I have a spot saved for you if you're still interested. Like, I know you said your goals were X, Y, Z, and I would really love to help you with that. Like, is everything okay type thing. And yeah, I mean, I really just, it made me realize that I need to follow up with those people a little bit better and just like find out more about them. I think a lot of the times people are like, oh, $160. I don't know about that. Even though we're like, it's $160. You pay more for your Netflix, especially now with the prices going up. But I think it's just like seeing the value. And then I'll post. So if I have like 5 people that I've set the price to in the last week that have not answered me, and I've been like, hey, like, did you get a chance to read that over? Like, what do you think? Stuff like that. And they've read it and still haven't answered me. My next post on social media is about how affordable this lifestyle is and how I've saved money because I don't go to Dunkin' Donuts every day now and get a $4.50 large iced coffee and a donut and stuff like that. So I'll kind of like, if there's specific objections, I'll post that on my social media, kind of talking to that person. If that makes sense.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. That's something you should do with any objections is always write down objections that you get and make a post about that. Because if one person has that objection, then there's other people you're going to talk to that have that same objection. Obviously, we know income or like being able to afford it. And then time is another one that you're going to get a lot. So you want to be speaking on that in your posts because even when you went to sign up, you think of things that made you hesitant or think of why you watched your coach for as long as you did before saying yes. Were you worried about pain? Were you worried you'd fail? Were you worried it was like some spammy MLM company? Like think of the things that held you back and then talk about those on your social media because those are the same things that are going to hold other people back that are following you. And like Taylor said, those people do come around. I have people that stop all the time when you talk about income or you talk about the price of stuff, but they always come around. They have to see the value. And that's where you showing up every single day, getting awesome results, doing personal development, feeling on top of the world and continuing to share that they keep seeing you rock it and rock it and rock it. And they're like, okay, I need to just freaking join her because she is crushing it. And I want to do what she's doing. I want to feel the way she's feeling. And that happens as long as you just really keep pushing your results and rocking your journey.
Consistency is 100% the name of the game. Like, you see these top coaches, like I said, they're doing the exact same things we're doing. They're just super consistent about it. They're doing it every single day, and they're not letting, a bad attitude or a bad day or, a coach quitting make them give up on their goals and their dreams. They know why they're here. And so the fortune is in the follow-up is like that silly phrase, but it is so true. You just have to remember that, like, yeah, you're ready to hit diamond, but this girl may be skeptical about, a network marketing company, or she might not think that at-home workouts are going to work for her. And so she does need to see you being consistent and showing up on social media and continuing to share your journey. And that's a good thing, because those are the people that are going to stick around longer, because they didn't just say, oh, yep, here's my credit card. Yep, I'm ready to sign up. Yep, I'm good. They actually like critically think about it, and they're like, okay, like, does this make sense for me financially? Okay, like, am I going to stick to this? Like, they've actually thought about it and like done their research. And so those people are going to be the people that actually stay with it. So just don't follow up with them every other day, but I will typically follow up with those people every time I have something new to offer. So if our team's doing a flash sale, if there's a new program coming out, if we have a new accountability group starting, Fruit Punch Energize is coming out, like, I'll just be like, hey, I know the timing wasn't super great the last time we chatted, like maybe finances weren't in order, or like you just didn't have the time to commit. And I totally respect and understand that. No pressure at all. I just wanted to invite you to XYZ and see if the timing is right for you this time. Like, I just wanted you to know I haven't forgotten about you. And I think like a lot of people will be like, oh, thanks. Like, I appreciate you saying that, because I'm not going to dog on any MLMs, but we've all gotten the, hey girl, do you want to try my product for 50% off? And then you never hear from that person again. And you're like, you were just trying to sell me something, like not invite me to like a lifestyle change. So I think that's super important as well.
And one more question. Do you run one challenge group a month?
Yes, we run team-wide challenge groups. We have done it a multitude of ways. We've done like people who are doing Transform 20 is in one group, and people who are doing this are in one group, and I'll run mine with just my downline. And we've just found that it's the most engaging and like the most, fun when everybody, whatever program you're doing, once a month we have like a 4-week-ish challenge group, and we invite all of our people to it, and whatever program you're doing, you're in that.
And do you guys do it through the channel? You guys do Facebook?
We do Facebook. Different strokes for different folks, but every time, like, I personally don't want another app to check. So like probably my people feel the same way, but a lot of people are like, oh, I like everything's on Facebook. I'd rather just log my stuff here. So like, it's really whatever works for like you and your team, but we do everything on Facebook now.
Awesome. Does anyone else have questions? No. All right. Thank you so much, Taylor, for getting on. We appreciate it so much.
Of course. Wait, can we take, I don't know if you guys ever take boomerangs of your Zoom calls, but I want to. Let me grab my phone really quick. That's like always my most favorite thing to do after like team calls of any sort, is because then you guys can all share it on your stories. Like, what's up, virtual girls night, learning on a whatever day it is, Tuesday.
Yeah, you guys should always share when you are on team calls, because that's something that people, again, if they don't live by you, there's people that think they can't be in your groups because they don't live by you. So make sure you're sharing about your team calls and letting people know, like, hey, you could be living in the US or Canada or UK. You can jump on these.
Okay. I'll let you count it down, and we'll just all like.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Was my flash on? No. Okay. Or maybe it was.
Your flash was on. Do you want to redo it?
Yeah, because it's in my face. Sorry, this happens to me every time we do our team calls. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, ready?
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Okay, yay!
Awesome. Thank you so much again for getting on. That was awesome, and we appreciate it so much.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me. You guys go rock it. I can't wait to see all of your announcements that you've all become diamond soon. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, before we hop off, something that you guys want to start doing as Emerald coaches and something that you should always, always be doing. Make sure you check your back office and make it part of your routine. As you are growing your business, you want to be checking so that you always know, am I an Emerald coach? You don't want to wake up on a Thursday morning and not be an Emerald coach anymore. You don't want to wake up and not have your diamond and so on. So make it something, it sounds so stupid because right now you're like, okay, well, I only have 2 coaches. I don't need to check. But you want it to be something that is so consistent as you grow that it becomes, I'm checking because I'm controlling the controllable and this is my business. Check and make sure I have one on my right, I have one on my left. It's nice to check it first thing on Monday mornings. I check mine all throughout the week, but you want to check it, make sure on Thursdays, that's when it resets. And then again on Mondays, and then again, always Wednesday evenings, just because if someone is going active, you want to be proactive. Make sure you get it fixed and know that you're moving your business forward. And my last tip for you guys, when you are signing people up, we sign people up a lot as VIP members. Obviously know with that some of those people will stick around for years. Like I've had people that don't actively coach, but they've stuck around for years. I've also had people that sign up and they sign up, they get the discount, and they quit after month 1. So you will have both. Make sure if you are always hitting Success Club that you are always continuing to hit it, because if you hit Success Club, say January, and then in February, March, you don't hit it, the chances of you still having all those people are not very likely. So that's why you can't just be like, okay, well, I'm an Emerald coach. Now I don't have to do anything. You always have to be moving forward so that your business keeps moving forward. Because if you take your foot off and you just sit comfortably and are like, oh, I got a coach on my right and left, like I'm good for the whole month, I don't need to do anything, you're going to be struggling to hold that Emerald, or you'll be struggling to get to Diamond. And you want it to be something that's so natural that every week you're signing up people because you love this and you know that it can change people's lives, that it's just natural to keep signing people up. And you're all of a sudden, like she said, when you look back in 6 months or you look back in a year, you're going to be like, dang, look at all these people that are under me, racking the results, feeling awesome. And it's all because you're just consistently showing up and hitting Success Club over and over and over again. Do you guys have any questions from her call at all that you needed, or any confusion? I wrote it in the thread, but make sure that you guys know this. You can have your credit card on 2 accounts. So it's your own account plus 2. It's called U plus 2. It can only be a spouse. If you're engaged, you can write in and get it approved, but you do have to like tell them, even if you're engaged. Or it can be like a mom or a dad. So those are the only people that it can be. It cannot be your mom, your dad, and your spouse, because that would be U plus 3. And it cannot be like your best friend. You don't get to pick your 2 like outside of spouse and parents. Basically what you're doing with that account is using it to build. When I wanted to go Emerald, I signed my husband up and went Emerald. When I wanted to go Diamond, I made my husband Emerald so that I only had a count on one other Emerald, and it got me to Diamond quicker. When I wanted to go 1 star, I built my husband to Diamond so that I could get 1 star. Basically, you're using that account to help you grow faster, because it's like you and then another account of you, and you're in control of the growth. And then eventually when you get to open a second business center, same thing again. I went Diamond in that account so that I can control another account. So right now I control 3 different accounts and make sure that I'm always like keeping things moving forward. But anytime you control the controllable. So if you're like, oh, my husband doesn't drink shakes, or they just need 50 PV to be active. If you're drinking Energize or getting bars or Recover or whatever, you can always order something in their account to keep them active if they're not drinking Shakeology, or use their Shakeology and use it as like packets to sell or bars to give away in challenge groups, whatever you need to do. But use that account so that you can grow your business and grow it faster. Cool? All right. Thank you guys so much for getting on. We loved seeing so many people on tonight. If you think of any questions, just let us know. Talk to y'all later.